I don't know what is going on right now. I really don't. I guess this is just new stuff and it's teaching me something. So after I get off of this thing, I'm gonna have to ask the Lord, Lord, show me what you taught me today. Show me what you, hey, you might be teaching me. Look, girl, you're doing too much, but we're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna talk about the 12 great fears and how fear is no more than an illusion, a delusion, because fear is false evidence appearing real. So let's go over these 12 fears that most people have in common. We fear the loss of love. There's no way that love could ever be lost. When we were created and thought of and came through the portal called life, from that moment in time, do you not realize that love has been surrounding you? That maybe your heart has been cut off from receiving the love, but love has been around you your whole entire life. Now, sometimes we don't like the way love feels, but we have to understand that people only know how to show the love that they've received. Until they have received a different love, they don't know how to give anything different. Love could never be lost. So we're going to break that myth of you're going to lose a love. You couldn't even lose love for yourself, because the older you get, the more time that you are here on this earth, the more you understand taking care of yourself and loving yourself is very essential and important. How you live, how everything about you becomes important to you. And so then it's like a switch just pops on. No, this is what I want this right here. I don't want to settle for that. I want this. And so in order for me to have this, let me do what I got to do, because I don't want that. And knowing that about yourself, but then that's when you're pouring love into yourself and you're not settling and doing anything. Now, we don't do no anything. We do what we want to do freely, without coercion, without a conspiracy to manipulate. Now, those are things that people attach to love: conspiracies and manipulations, promises, and all of that. You can lose that love. Save yourself. Lose that. Okay? Please lose that. Hunger is another thing. It's a sad, depressing thing for me to drive and I see homeless people and I see the mindsets of the people. And I even see the mindsets of the people that are trying to help the people that has the problem with the mindset. And I'm just going to say, if you don't know who you are yet and you don't know your name, how much can you really help? Because you got to know who you are before you can help anybody. That's key. Because all this was given to me. You have got to know who you are before you can truly help somebody. A lot of the confusion that's going on in society now is because of being taught something separate. To ask for something outside of yourself. To expect something to happen without you having to do something. To be responsible for all that you do. A lot of that stems from society. It starts in the home. Let's say I have a son, and I say, boy. Boy. biological organism of youth. I would not now where I am now. See, when I had a small child, I did not have the knowledge that I have now. So with me now, it would be a totally different story of raising a small person, because that small person would thoroughly know exactly who they are. And I would teach them, and they would be so freaking powerful. Oh, baby, they'd be bad. I'm just saying, they'd be bad. Because they know, first of all, they'll know who they are. They know not to go outside of themselves, extend themselves, wait for nothing, none of that kind of stuff. They would live in firm expectation that all is well, everything is working out for them. They would conquer, they would already have a conquered mind. Because oh my God, it's so much I would teach a child right now. But guess what? I don't have one. I'm not looking forward to having one. Guess what God gave me? God gave me you. I'm a mother to many now. And so I want to say thank you, Creator, for that. Thank you for giving me the knowledge to help someone else, to get you to look at yourself more than looking at anything else in the world, and make sure that you truly understand that your prayers work on you. That's what prayer does. It works on you. So stop praying on other people for the universe to correct them. Prayer first works with you, because there's nothing wrong with the other individual. There's something wrong with what you're perceiving. Now you understand what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with the other person, but because you're standing in judgment of it, you're magnifying it. So it's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger. Your fear and your intensity of that thing that you're judging is only gonna create even more of it, until you find a firm place to stand and say, well, you know what? I don't understand this, but this person does. Now, am I able to deal with this for X amount? And if the answer is no, you know what to do. Poverty. No such thing. We were born rich. There's no such thing as poverty. Even in your childhood, before you could freaking work, did you not have everything that you needed? Did not the universe provide for you? It's no freaking thing as poverty and being without, and not expecting God to divinely give you whatever it is you stand in need of. Now, your mindset can have you thinking, well, how am I going to do it? And first of all, you don't have to do a thing. And that's what society will really have you doing, just doing. No, you really don't have to do a thing, but ask. And then if there is something to do, the opportunity will come to you for it to get done. The information will come to you. You don't have to go out there trying to force it, make it happen. What is for you is drawn to you. So you say your prayer, Lord, you know, or thank you, Lord, because you know my prayer is always thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all these things. Thank you. That's me. And hopefully I can get the world to understand that our heart should be open, and we should be very verbal about what God is doing and shall do in our life. Because see, we know our prayers that we've already prayed. We've already seen evidence of some of the things already. We've already seen the evidence. Now we're in our faith walk. We're walking in our hope. We're walking in that place where it has not manifested yet. But we ain't in poverty. We not hungry while we're walking. We haven't lost any love while we're walking. And guess what we may have to endure in this faith walk? Criticism. Do you know why you endure criticism during your faith walk? The criticism in your faith walk is because people are who they are. Some of us know a thing, and I want you to understand what I'm saying. Like religion. Religion is the study of something. Okay? History is a study of something. All at the same time, all of these things that we're studying, there are so many aspects to the things that they can be perceived hundreds and thousands of ways. It's not just one way. Okay? And it's just not one way. It's so many ways because we are all different. But some people that's just who they are. And they're good at being critics. Get paid to do it. They get paid to do it. Because that's what they do. And so it's nothing wrong with critics. It's what you do with the criticism. Does the criticism make you or break you? See, criticism should make you. You should be able to, okay. Because see, I'm not going to judge me. That's what I'm not going to judge me. I'm going to be compassionate with myself. If I don't know a thing, I don't know a thing. You know, I tried a thing. I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but I have compassion with myself because if I have to do it again, guess what? I know where I messed up at. And so I know what is required of me to get the job done the second go round. So life is about learning. Be willing to learn and be willing to allow criticism to build you, because that is a form of love. Instead of you feeling like you lost love, understand criticism can be a form of love. Okay? Sickness or dis-ease. Sickness is a major taught behavior in our community. Just as hunger, poverty, and failure, rejection, all of that. Oh my God. In the Black community, these are things that truly we should all conquer and master. Disease is here. You cannot do anything differently. You cannot do anything better until you get equipped and you acquire the knowledge to change your perception so that you can change your actions and change the things that you are doing so that you can change your reality. Until you have the education or the knowledge to do so, you have to have compassion for yourself. You just have to stand in that place of where I never knew how to do it. And it doesn't matter how old you are. We learn all the time. If you think that you know everything, you know a lot about a thing, but you don't know everything. And so you have to stand in the place of, okay, I don't know everything. I just know a lot about a thing. Now, my mom taught me to know a lot about a lot of things because she said, Latuska, it makes no sense for you to sit at a table and you don't have nothing to discuss. Now, that was my mom, you know. No, baby, you better know a little bit about something. Don't go in that room and you don't have nothing to talk about sitting in the corner like you ain't got no sense. When you walk in that door, know something about the room that you're walking in so that you can hold real conversations, so that you can show your intelligence. You made it through a door that other people can't even get close to. So let the people in the room know that you're supposed to be there. Duh. And I hope your mom taught you the same. I hope your mama teach you the same thing or has taught you. And I hope if you have children that you share that with your children. You don't have to know everything. Know enough to get you in the door. Because once you get in the door, that's when the lesson begins anyway. Just get to the door, get in the door, and have enough knowledge to be able to sit at the table. And see, when you sit at the table, you can let them know, oh, don't do this. This ain't what you want. Because then you can open up and you can expand. This, your brain, you open that thing right on up. Well, let me tell you what I know. And turn it to a computer. I like to do that too. Don't tell nobody. I like to turn it to a computer. Well, let me tell you what I know. Well, let me tell you what I found out. Let me tell you what page 63 or such and such, such, such. I like doing stuff like that. That's the little strange part of Latiska. It's okay. It's all right. Everybody not me. That's good. Sickness and disease begins in the mind. We were born healthy, and it is up to us to agree with God. Nobody else can agree with God but the person that's experiencing the disease. If I'm not experiencing the disease, how can I say my body is a vessel of the Most High God? My body is happy, healthy, and whole. My body has no pain. Inside of me exists pure health and wellness. These are things that you speak over yourself because God has already given you the power. He said, give you sound mind, power, and love. So a sound mind would know I'm the head and not the tail. When I was born, I didn't hurt. So then why am I hurting now? Oh, because somebody taught me pain. Somebody taught me. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you how your mind works when it comes to pain. Mess around and want to do something different. And watch all kind of aches and stuff start happening to you. Because you're putting your body in an uncomfortable freaking place. And so when you put it in an uncomfortable freaking place, oh, it's going to cause havoc because it wants to control you, but you have got to learn how to control it. No, I am the sensei. You do as I say. I don't do as you say. You shall adhere and understand. That's talking to your body, your head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And becoming mobile. You know, be mobile. Move it around. Move it around. Move that energy around. Stretch it and do something with it. It's all yours. Let that kundalini rise up. That energy rise up. Ooh, rise up your spine. Oh my God. Let the kundalini rise up. Failure. It is impossible to fail. The only way you fail is if you don't try. But it's truly impossible to fail. I will tell you this, if you try a thing, you may have to take your time in it. But as long as you believe yourself while you're there, it's no way you can fail. Because great epiphanies, great ideas, great conversation, you hold a conversation with somebody and they'll give you an idea for you to pull your vision on through. If you don't do a thing, then you fail. You fail yourself because you had an idea. You didn't believe in yourself enough to even try to do anything about it. Your whole thing was, I don't know how. I need somebody to show me. I got to have help. You know, that's that codependent stuff. Because if you get on Google and Google how to get to 602 Wondrous Street, you get on Google and put in how to do XYZ. You can go to YouTube and Google how to change a light bulb in my ceiling or how to make up my bed. All these things, how to make a candle, how to put water in a jar. These are things that people are actually taking their time to teach you because that's the thing that they know. So, failure is a thought. If you do not try your thing, you have failed yourself. If you waiting on somebody to give you some information that you should find out for yourself, guess who you failing? You. Guess who hurting you? Hurting your own feelings. Because nobody is responsible for you but you. Praise ye the Lord, from whom all blessings flow. Because a lot of us should understand this. Rejection. I think rejection sometimes can be a safety net given by God. Some things that you like ain't good for you. And so if it rejects you, you just walk away and say, Lord, I don't know what you're protecting me from, but let it be so in my life. That's it. Because you looking at it, and I will tell you how most of us look at one another. Most of us look at one another lustfully in our lower chakras, where our sexual organs are. See, that's lower, that's your lower man thinking. That's all when you look at me, that's all you think about. Well, I'm a man. Well, I'm a woman, and I walk past many men a day. Many of them. I don't have that kind of problem. So explain to me, what kind of man are you? Because the men that I'm walking past every day, they don't have that problem either. Why is it you the only person with the problem in down here? Anywho, I got to be silly when I do this. Rejection is safety. Let rejection comfort you. Something better is truly on the way. You know that thing, and you'll see it a little bit later in your life. You'll see for yourself what you were being protected from. You'll hear it, and you'll be so grateful and happy. Suffering. Suffering is created by us. That's it. We can choose to create a place with no suffering. But instead, we choose to create places where suffering exists. I want you to really think about what I'm saying. If, and it's not like an if like that, understand that the news is a business. And just knowing that, positive things really don't sell like that. People like habit because their mind is not sound. We would rather live in the places of somebody trying to do something to me. I'm scared. I'm BROKE. I'm SICK. Oh, everybody is against me. Don't nobody love me. Why am I suffering? Oh, it's because I'm black, or it's because I'm a woman. All of those things. We would rather live in that kind of theory than to really live in the state of love. And when I say that to people, let me tell you what people tell me. Well, since you're not being realistic, this is what's going on in society. Again, I know who I am, and that does not go on in my world. Say no more. Say no more. You understand the world that people are living in because they are the creators of it. Again, we are the creators of whatever it is we experience. We have created it in our mind. So why not create from a beautiful place? We fear pain, the loss of soul. Our souls chose to come to this earth. Not only did our souls choose to come to this planet, it chose to come through the portal, which was your parents. And I want you to understand how magnificent the process of life is. From the man aspect, when he orgasms, he dies for a few seconds just to get that sperm out. And then the flip side, the woman holds it in her blanket, her covering, her manifestation tank for 9 months, 10 months, really. And the pain she endures. It's like death. So we share life and death. And then to experience the life after the feeling of death. Hey, y'all don't feel me now. I want you to feel what I'm saying to you. To hold that baby in your hand or to get through with that act and just be in what? You know that ain't nothing but a good God moment. That's all that is, a good God moment. You know the sound of creation is I used to drive cabs and a young lady, she got in the car one day. She said, well, you just listen to gospel music and now you listen to this love song. I said, God is love. Jesus taught us love, didn't he? He taught us love. I said, when you created your children, when you in love, or what you were just doing something, you was in love. And then when it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out, then that love turned into something else. But it was all your choice in the beginning. It was the love that you found, the love that you were looking for, the love that you had to experience, the love that rewarded you with the gift. See, life for life. And I really tell you, if I had young kids right now, I would teach them, do not lay down and give away your life. No, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I had my children young, and people say, well, it says to have your children young in the Bible. I'm grateful that I had my children young in the Bible because now I'm old and I don't have to do any of that. But at the same time, I was not prepared to have a child. I didn't know anything about being a mother. And a lot of those things that I went through, I did that to myself because I wanted to experience something I thought I was freaking missing out on, and I wasn't missing nothing. And I got a gift, a reward for thinking I missed something. And the reward lasted a lifetime. Am I upset about my rewards? Oh, heck no. I love all of even my grandchildren, love them to death. But the sacrifices and the things that I was unable to do for myself. And then that may sound selfish, but I couldn't do too much for myself because I had to provide for my children. I had to make sure that they ate and they had clothes and they had shoes and I had to do all that. And if I had to do it all over again, no, I just wouldn't be able to do it. And God knows my heart. I would rather know how to love myself thoroughly right now than to want to experience a lesson of love, another lesson of distractions, another lesson of, oh, you don't love yourself yet. You know, it's all of that. It's all of that goes through me. So those are the 12 great fears. And let me show you something. I had put my other phone. Let me see if I can turn my phone on. All right. Now, I want to show you. You're shocking. Because I live, I feel, I am, I love, I speak, I see, and I understand. So, in every day passing by, those are the things that you keep in your mind. Because I live, I feel, I am, I love, I speak, I see, and I understand. Because see, I see, my eyes here for me. I see you, so I understand. Love is an action. And because my hearing works through my eyes, I see you and I understand that you can only be, that is your nature. You can only be who you are, and I understand. And in saying that, this is lower thinking. This is fear, scarcity, need. Um, what was some of the things we talked about? Oh, the color issues, the female issues. You know what? When you're twin flame, when you turn to yourself for everything, that's the best love. That's when you have combined your male and your female energies together, and you are in sacred unity with yourself. That's when you know that you are whole by yourself, self-sustaining. That is the wish we all should have, to be self-sustaining, not codependent, not in a codependent relationship. Because if you walked away today, would I be okay? Would I be able to live without going to another relationship? See, I'll be okay. Now, and I've been praying about it, and I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. I've been doing this thing for so long by myself that I'm really tired. I'm tired of doing everything by myself. I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of not having anybody to really talk to. It's things, you know. Yes, can I do all of this evidence proof? Yeah, I can. Do I want to experience life with someone else? Of course. Would love to. And have I been putting myself out there to do so? Sort of kind of. Sort of kind of. Well, I'll keep it updated. I'll keep it updated. Because see, I know that God, the universe, source, hears, listens, and answers prayers. It is my subconscious mind's duty to make these things become reality in my life. Just as it is your subconscious mind's duty to make things become manifest in your life. Another thing about standing, not only do you become a clear channel. See, when I sit down, and it's like kind of moving the rock, when I sit down, my energy, first of all, my body is hurt. And so my energy is going like an L or swastika. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm standing, I become a clear channel. So I'm grounded and I'm operating from here. Clear thinking. Clear thinking, speaking, clear act. Clear. So be mindful when you stand up, your subconscious mind is at attention. This is how I suggest people pray. And I've been saying this for I know at least 3 years. If you're going to pray, pray standing up and like this. Lord, make me Lord of the land. Give me dominion when you've already given me dominion and power. Give me dominion and power over air, water, and land, and all that is there. Thank you. Thank you for hearing my prayers. Thank you for aligning me with the things I've asked you for. Thank you for always allowing my highest greatest good to come. Thank you for the ability to choose and to revoke some stuff because it wasn't really clearly thought out. Thank you for being compassionate and understanding towards us. And thank you for pouring in us the ability to do the same for someone else. We thank you for the expression of life and for all of the expressions of life that you have poured all over this earth. We are learning how to love one another more and more. We are learning how to be kind and friendly to one another. We're learning how to let go of taught behaviors that do not mean anything to anybody. We break every yoke, everything that has been binding us, holding us, or blocking us. We ask. And we give thanks that it's already done because you already know what we're about to say. Thank you for opening the doors, for breaking the yokes, for clearing the path, for taking away fear, worry, anxiety. Thank you for giving us the imagination to even know that our prayers are heard always, and that our thoughts are drops compared to the thoughts that you have already thought of us. We thank you for making us whole. We thank you for giving us an operating body with operating organisms, our heart beating and blood flowing through our veins. We thank you for every obstacle that we had to go through. We thank you for every shelf and wall that we had to break down for ourselves. We thank you for the lessons in which you have taught us. We thank you for the people that you have brought into our lives to teach us how to be who you have been to us. We thank you for the expression of love that is present. We thank you for the roof over our head, the food that we have to eat, and every aspect of the abundance which we live in. We decree and declare that we have changed our mindset, that we do not live in lack. Our cabinets are proof that there is no lack. Our closets are proof that there is no lack. Our being proves that there is no lack. We thank you for restoring us into our natural blueprint of thinking, of knowing that all is well and that you are in. Thank you for always being with us and always giving us the opportunity to choose for ourselves. We thank you for aligning us and helping us to acquire the knowledge of who we are so that our rights, which are God-given rights, will not be abused, misused by anyone, and that we may obtain the knowledge to not only protect ourselves, but protect our family for generations to come. Not just our family, but the families, because we are a unit of collective of people. So I'm not just talking about my bloodline, because at the end of the day, we all have blood. So Lord, thank you for the knowledge that you enable us to acquire so that we can do more and we can change, shift the atmosphere, not just for us, but for generations to come. Thank you for restoration. Thank you for the ability that we have to repent. Thank you for more. Thank you for great mind, great thinking, great greatness. And we thank you for allowing us to see that sometimes we think small. And you give us something, a twinkle, to let us know, oh, baby, I got you. Show you how to do this thing. I've never left you or forsake you, and it is your time. And I'm going to give it to you. Please. Thank you. Thank you. May this prayer help you to open up. Not here, but here. The opening of our hearts is the most desired thing. Opening our heart to love ourselves and opening our heart to love others. Not only to love others, but to be able to receive love, good love from somebody. How, let me tell you, we were in a meeting one day and a young lady, she said, she wanted to do an affirmation to, cut the meeting off. I said, okay. So she said her affirmation, she said, she wanted some love. I couldn't wait to tell her, baby, you specify the love that you want. You don't just holler love because love comes in degrees like everything else in life. Know what you want, what kind of love you want to experience. And then you expect that love to walk through the door. But you don't just say you want to receive love. Love will kill you. Don't you see it on the news? Love will hurt you. Be mindful of the love that you ask for. And that's being for real. And that's because I love you. I had to pour that into you so that you get your mind right about what love is. I did write down an affirmation that I wanted to share with you. Let me find it real quick. Let me show you what I wrote down for you. I am powerful, focused, and on target with my mission. I am powerful, focused, and on target with my mission. I am powerful, focused, and on target with my mission. Standing so that my subconscious mind is aware that I am, the I of me is powerful, focused, and on target, aligned with our mission. And it's good, and I told you the other day, it's great to affirm these things in the mirror with emotion. If you're not doing it with emotion, you're just doing nothing at all. It goes back to knowing who you are. Is Ra El. mother, father, child, son. Know who you are. Israel. Israel. Know it. Don't look for it. Know your name. It's three letters. I am perfect. I am one. Undivided, unbroken, and complete. I am perfect. I am one. Undivided, unbroken, and complete. I am perfect. I am one. Undivided, unbroken, and complete. If I were not perfect, I would be in parts. And before you, I stand whole. I am one, undivided, unbroken, and complete. May these two affirmations pour into your consciousness and every ability that you have to either think it or speak it. Take a few minutes to write it down. Go back in the recording, write it down, write the two down, and every chance you get, recite them with emotion, standing. Have a beautiful evening. I enjoyed this. I really did. Check down in the description of this. If anything in this video helped you, let me know in the comments. That would be great. Let me know, what would you like more of? Know that I am Leticia Powell, mentor, teacher, podcaster, mother to many, your friend and never your enemy. Just want you to know I'm only what you think I am anyway. So I hope you think the best of me, because I think the best of you. I don't have any enemies in my household. Everybody in my house loves me. Have a blessed night.